Hi, I'm Barb Boltice. I'm the Executive Director and one of the founders of Crossroads School. Crossroads used the Bronco Stadium grant funds to jumpstart adding an additional teacher to our program, which increased our capacity and allowed us to serve even more at-risk youth and help them turn their lives around. Crossroads School only serves students who are not successful in traditional programs. So these are kids who are on track to drop out. We help them rebuild their confidence, their skills, and make a plan for their future. I'm grateful to the City Council for giving us this opportunity and investing in the students of Longmont in this way, and just want to say thank you.
Hi, my name is Mimi Ferry Lee. I am a co-founder of Dandelion Arts Collective. With these funds, we were able to provide multiple mediums of art making. So that included creative movement, theater, dance, poetry, visual art. And we were able to, as a mobile and free program, offer these spaces in a lot of different areas. So we supported unhoused moms in the county. We were able to partner with the Longmont Public Library on a series of workshops, as well as provide outdoor classes. We were also able to partner with the local St. Vrain Valley School District. I would just like to express some heartfelt gratitude to the City Council for allowing these funds to be supporting holistic arts and health education. We're extremely grateful to not only strengthen our partnerships with the City of Longmont through the library and Sandstone Ranch, as well as the school district, but additionally build strong relationships with the families in our community.
Hi, my name is Tobias Lopez, and I'm the owner of Break FX Crew. We use the Denver Bronco Grant Fund to be able to provide free dance classes, travel for our students, as well as host the largest breakdancing competition here in Longmont, Colorado. We'd like to thank the Longmont City Council for the opportunity for us to share the art form of breaking and hip hop culture, as well as be able to provide the opportunity for our students to experience dance contests outside of the state as well as in the state, which are extremely beneficial to the development of our youth program.
My name is McKenna Wood. I am the Development Manager for Voices for Children, CASA of Boulder County. In the last year, VFC served 148 children living in the city of Longmont. This represents 57% of the children served by the organization. These children were able to receive court-appointed special advocacy for health, education, and emotional needs as they move through the dependency and neglect court. Yes, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to the City Council for enabling us to have these funds. We're so grateful for their partnership as we work to serve children who've experienced abuse and neglect. Together, we hope to change a child's story.
My name is Nick Chase. I'm Artistic Director of Production and Education at Local Theater Company. Our team at Local Theater Company used the funds to operate our Local Rights program, which is a standards-based playwriting and literacy program at Longs Peak Middle School right here in Longmont. Local Rights fosters self-expression through playwriting. Following the conclusion of students writing plays, we then stage them with professional actors and directors, which gives an opportunity to show the student how much we value their thoughts and their feelings. Thank you to the City Council for recognizing the great value of arts education and student self-expression.
My name is Amanda Beaumaris. I'm the Executive Director of Restart Studio, a nonprofit art therapy program here in Longmont. Prior to receiving these funds, we were solely serving youth in the criminal justice system, and these funds allowed us to expand our art therapy services to all youth in the community that could benefit from support. So with these funds, we were able to launch a free weekly art therapy group to all youth in the community. A lot of the youth that participated in our groups otherwise wouldn't have had access to mental health support, and so providing this free weekly drop-in space, it gave youth the opportunity for a safe healing space that they could connect, make art, and work through any challenges that they have with the support of their peers and a therapist. Thank you, City Council, for investing in the mental health and the well-being of Longmont's youth, and thank you for believing in the power of art therapy to transform lives.
Hey, my name is Shalene Onyango. I'm the Executive Director of Bright Collaborative, formerly known as Longmont Community Justice Partnership, or LCJP. Bright Collaborative is a restorative justice organization that provides restorative services on a spectrum of proactive to reactive, from prevention to intervention, and a lot of the work that we do is in collaboration with the city's Rewind program to keep youth out of the punitive criminal justice system. We use these funds to help support our restorative intervention called Your Story, Your Power, which we co-facilitate with an organization in Denver. And this intervention allows youth to come in and explore accountability, healthy decision-making, risk-taking in a setting with other youth where they don't have to only use words to express that accountability and to express what happened to them. It allows them to use interactive games and theater and role play to be able to get in touch with what was happening for them that led them to this bad decision that they made. Yeah, thank you, City Council. Thank you to the City of Longmont. This is a really challenging time to be a nonprofit in our community, and our individual donors and foundations are being asked to support a lot of the work that all of the nonprofits in our community are doing, and they're spread very thin. And so the fact that we got the benefit of some increased funding from the city to help support this work helps bolster and create sustainability, but it also alleviates some of the burden that the individuals in our community are carrying to help support all the great nonprofits that are working in Longmont.
My name is Vanessa Montano. I'm the Major Gifts Officer at Community Food Share. Community Food Share used the Bronco Stadium grant funds to provide access to healthy, nutritious food for over 750 children in Longmont through our mobile pantry program. The funds made a direct impact on Longmont's youth by providing nutritious food like produce, dairy, and high protein meals that help them gain energy to learn, grow, and thrive. Thank you, Longmont City Council.
My name is Josh Campbell, and I'm a board member with the Longmont Youth Symphony. We use the Bronco Stadium grant funds to provide scholarships to some of the kids in our org who might have not been able to participate otherwise, as well as bringing in expert musicians from the community to help instruct and mentor the kids on their instruments. We're really proud of our scholarship program. There are a lot of really talented kids in the community who would otherwise be unable to participate, who can come in and we just waive all of their tuition so they can share their talents with us. Thank you, definitely first and foremost. Lived in Longmont for 15 years. I'm proud to call this my home, my family's home, and I love being able to participate in this great organization with the backing of the city. So thank you for everything.
I'm Erin Angel, and I'm a senior instructor at Cottonwood Institute. We've been working with Casa de la Esperanza for a long time, connecting the youth to the outdoors and taking them camping and fishing and things like that. This year, we decided to make a program where the youth taught their little brothers and sisters and their parents how to run a camping trip themselves. And so now the families are prepared to go camping on their own and use the gear library that we provided for them. Thank you, City Council, for choosing us as one of the organizations to receive these funds. We had a really good time, and so did the students.
Hi, my name is Tim Villard. I am the farm manager on the Food Project Farm. I work for Growing Gardens. Growing Gardens use the Bronco Stadium grant funds to include more youth on our farms. We have our high school Cultiva program where kids join us all through summer break to learn about leadership, grow food on the farm, donate that to families in Longmont who are lower income. We included over 600 youth from Timberline Elementary School who came out and learned on the farm as well. At Growing Gardens, we are super grateful for the support of City Council and these funds. We have increased access to food in Longmont, increased education opportunities, and we absolutely hope you all will support us in the future again.
Hello, I am honored to be here. My name is Barbara Ulrich, and I am the director of Calvary Open Door, ESL, and HSC, which stands for High School Equivalency. And standing next to me is...
Hi, so my name is Wendy, and I am one of the graduates from Open Door.
We use the funds for two primary expenses. The first one was our HiSET classes, which allow students to get their diploma from Colorado Department of Education. And we used to only be able to allow 4 classes. Now we're able to offer 10 to 15 classes. The second area was our testing center. And our testing center, now we can have an enrollment of 50 tests being taken by the testing center. One of the things that the grant allows us to do is once our students graduate, we're able to help them find scholarships to move on to the next step. And standing next to me, Wendy, is one of our graduates, and we helped her get a scholarship at Front Range. And so I'm just thankful for this grant to enable us to have this program that's much needed and to help the young people of our community take the next step that they need to reach their goals.
I'm also thankful because it did open many doors for me to figure out what I want to do with my life. So yeah.
My name is Sherry Burkhardt. I am the Executive Director for Rise Against Suicide. Rise Against Suicide was able to use the Bronco Stadium funds to pay for 50 life-saving therapy sessions for youth of Longmont up to age 19 who screened at risk for suicide. We're in the midst of a youth mental health crisis, and with that, suicide is the second leading cause of death for youth ages 10 to 19 in the state of Colorado. These funds allowed Longmont youth to jump over the barriers to care that existed and ultimately saved lives. On behalf of the Longmont youth, their families, and the Rise Against Suicide staff and supporters, I just want to say thank you to the Longmont City Council for supporting Rise Against Suicide and allowing youth to ultimately find hope and healing.
My name is Amanda Giguère, and I'm the Director of Outreach for the Colorado Shakespeare Festival. We recently used Bronco Stadium grant funds to share a Shakespeare and violence prevention program with K-12 schools in Longmont. This is a collaboration between the Colorado Shakespeare Festival and the Center for the Study and Prevention of Violence, and it's part of a larger program that visits schools statewide, but this grant in particular allowed us to visit 13 schools in Longmont, and we shared the program with more than 2,000 Longmont students. This program combines live theater with a violence prevention curriculum, and it's guided by research from the Center for the Study and Prevention of Violence. And we've learned that theater is a really powerful tool in terms of translating research into practice because it engages the imagination and it invites creativity and it builds a lot of really important social emotional skills. So I just want to take this moment to thank City Council for selecting the Colorado Shakespeare Festival as one of the recipients of this funding. I myself am a proud resident of Longmont, and I'm a mom to 2 kids who are both in the St. Vrain Valley school system, and they go to school in Longmont. And I am just really proud to be living in a community that recognizes that the arts have value in a young person's education. So thanks for all you do, and take care.
Hi, my name is Michelle Brune. I'm the Executive Director here at the Colorado Therapeutic Writing Center, and we were a grant recipient for the Metropolitan grant funds that came in last year for the sale of the Broncos Stadium, and we are so excited. The funds were used to help support our youth programs here at CTRC, Colorado Therapeutic Writing Center, and some of these funds were used to help care for the horses. We have about 30 horses on site. We are on 40 acres. We have about 15 staff. And we serve roughly between 400 and 500 clients a year here at the Colorado Therapeutic Writing Center. The funds were used to help support children and youth in their healing journeys and efforts with all of the different disabilities that they might have. So some of the ways that we work with some of our kids here at CTRC, you might see some of these different items behind us, some balls, some activities, and of course, the care for the equine partner in the therapy process. Okay, well, we just want to say thank you very much for all of your support for the City Council and everyone involved with the grant making process for the Metropolitan grants that were awarded last year. Here at the Colorado Therapeutic Writing Center, we are the oldest therapeutic writing center in the state of Colorado, right here in Longmont, and we want to thank you for your support for the funding dedicated to support our children and youth in our equine assisted therapy and therapeutic riding activities and programming. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ivan Jackson, and I'm honoured to introduce myself as the new Executive Director of Blue Sky Bridge. Blue Sky Bridge is a centre dedicated to creating lasting, positive change in the lives of children affected by abuse in Boulder County and beyond. We're excited to celebrate our 30th anniversary in 2025, serving children and families in Boulder County. Our school-based education program helps children learn how to keep their bodies safe while teaching adults the tools needed to prevent, recognise and react responsibly to child sexual abuse. 50% of the children served through this program are enrolled in the St. Vrain Valley School District. We also provide immediate intervention, forensic interviews in partnership with local law enforcement, and family support to children, victims and families. Finally, Blue Sky Bridge provides trauma-focused therapies for children ages 4 to 17 who have participated in a forensic interview with our agency. We have therapy offices conveniently located in both Boulder and downtown Longmont. These trauma therapies are designed to reduce negative emotional and behavioural responses and post-traumatic stress symptoms after a traumatic incident. I would like to say thank you to the Longmont City Council providing us with a proportion of the Bronco Stadium grant funds. This funding has allowed us to continue the important work we do in local schools and for the children and families in the Longmont community. Thank you for your support.